The stuff I wrote about on the blog was I wrote about Webkins, and I wrote about my trips that I took during the summer, and mainly non-fiction stuff because I didn't want to say wrong information.
On the blog, I wrote about my baseball stuff, football stuff, and basketball stuff. I also wrote about scary stories that were very scary, kind of, but y'all maybe might not be. And I sometimes wrote about my mom, grandma, and mostly my family, my relatives.
Well, for the blog, before we actually posted on the blog, we had these writing journals that we wrote in just about every day, and some of our stories we posted on there, and then we wrote poems and like just stories, and most of it was just jotting down that we just edited.
I would kind of write them down, memorize it, edit what was wrong, and then type it on the computer. I'm not a very good typer, so I would make mistakes on the computer and had to do that edit too.
We prepare in our writer's notebook in the mornings every day this year. We've wrote like put our feelings on the paper, and so I kind of like putting my feelings in the computer.
Writing on the blog is different from actually writing in school, because on the blog you can write about whatever you want, but in school you have a certain prompt that you have to write about, and if you don't, you get bad grades.
Writing on the blog is different from school because like you can, at school you normally just like put your feelings out onto the page and put names in schools and a lot of different places, and on the blog sometimes you can't really do that.
Writing for a worldwide audience is kind of nerve-wracking because if you mess up, you can't really change. You can't go back on it. Well, you can. And also exciting because other people get to see what your feelings are and how.
Writing for a worldwide audience is kind of nervous. You get kind of nervous, and it's kind of exciting too. And we've already 6 different continents have already visited our blog.
Well, writing in front of all different people, it's pretty cool. I think it's a lot of fun seeing what other people think of your stories. It's awesome, except it's a little scary because if you mess up, you can go back, but some people have already read it, and you're like, oh my god, what am I going to say?
Writing for people all around the world it makes you kind of nervous because like you don't know what they're gonna say, and you don't know if it's good or bad, but it feels pretty good to get compliments from all around the world, and it's also kind of cool because we almost hit our goal and we got posts from 6 continents, and our goal is to get all 7, so we're almost there. But anyway, it's kind of cool hearing from people all around the world.
Yeah, I'll probably publish more on the blog because I have more stories in mind, like talking about my sports, also about my All-Star game that I have coming up this Thursday, well, tomorrow, and just all my sports and whatever comes in mind to me.
I'll probably keep posting on the blog when I'm in like 6th or 7th grade, because I have no other where to post, and I've been posting these stories that are like series, and I haven't finished, so I won't be in 4th grade in a few days. So.
Yeah, I've planned to publish more on the blog because even though I am doing a lot this summer, my dad's bringing my laptop, and I need something to do on the car ride. So, yeah, that's probably what I might do. I might fall asleep and get more dreams. I still do. I've got a lot in the back of my head I need to put to the front. So.
I decided to use the blogs this year, partly because of the ALT that I was in, and then because being departmentalized, I had 44 students this year. So I needed to find a way for the kids to get more attention to their writing. It's not enough that it's just me that reads it. I needed to open it up to a wider audience. I think the most challenging thing this year for the blog was setting up the email accounts. I used Gaggle, and then the actual blog site is through Blogger. So there was a little bit of difficulty going into their Gaggle accounts because I didn't tell the kids that they had email. I went through and set it all up for them and did the permissions through that myself. So that was a little time consuming, and doing the passwords for all of them. And then probably teaching the kids how to use the passwords. That was a little bit challenging. I think the most positive thing has been just that different published authors have looked on it, and that was really impressive. Not all of them have commented, but I know the kids, we've had a couple of authors visit the school, and they raced back down there to give them the URL and stuff like that, and the kids were really excited just at their interest in it. Not necessarily that they actually read it, but also the cluster map that we put on there, that was like the biggest bonus of all, because once we put that on there, the kids just started like wildfire just using it, because they wanted to hit all 7 continents. So I think the only one that we haven't reached is Antarctica, which is a little bit frustrating for them, but we'll reach it eventually.